Hello and welcome to week 4. I know that it is probably not going to break your hearts to know that your reading material is pretty light this week. In fact, the only thing that you need to do in your book is to review chapter 6 that we read in week 1, and now we're just going to review it. And I just wanted to take just a second to tell you one of my favorite quotes. If you look in your, turn in your hymnals, look in your books on page 92, up at the top, they talk about, they say, in the past few decades, in the name of educational reform, we have managed to sterilize schools of the symbolic forms and acts that help cultures survive and thrive. And I was wondering why that is, what your thoughts are. The Deal and Peterson probably have their own views, and I have my own views about that, but I would love to hear your views on that. The other thing that you are given electronically is a paper written by several folks called Connecting Principal Leadership, Teacher Collaboration, and Student Achievement. And I thought it was a really interesting paper, first of all, because as many of you know, my own dissertation was on the connection or the teacher trust in school leaders. And so anything about the connection between what teachers do and what principals do is very intriguing to me. But it talks about, they start out saying that they want to argue for the likelihood that teacher collaboration is going to be increased if principals engage in instructional leadership, not just managing the school, but actually instructionally leading the school. And that really means not just sitting in professional learning opportunities, but also being a teacher, taking over classes sometimes, going in and teaching things that maybe the principal thinks are important. As a guidance counselor, I had taught so many courses, so many classes to every week I would go into every classroom and teach a lesson on character education and drug education and things like that. And I didn't want to stop doing that when I became a principal. So I didn't stop. I went ahead and continued to do it. I couldn't do it nearly as much because I was also busy doing what I was supposed to be doing, which is helping teachers grow in their own practice. And the only way I could do that is not just teach in their classrooms, but to watch them teach in their classrooms and then to give them feedback and ask them provocative questions about their own teaching and about their thinking about their teaching. But all those things are included in this paper that is actually on your screen. You can see it as well. And I think there's one other electronic resource. And you only have one assignment this week, and it is not a collaborative learning community assignment. It is on your own, and the directions are pretty clear, I think, and there are 60 points possible on it, and it does use a rubric. So make sure you look at the instructions for that assignment, and then make sure that you participate in the discussion questions and get your 3 substantive posts on 3 different days. And you all are doing a really nice job of grasping that concept. Sometimes students don't always grasp that concept, so I appreciate you for that so much. And I just want to wish everybody a happy new year, and know that I'm thinking about you. Hang in there and let me know if you have any questions. Bye-bye.